Hi Libra, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Librans, it's an extremely important month with you as we have the equinox that is on the 22nd of September. And it's speaking about not just changing of the seasons, it's speaking of change that needs to be brought to your life. It's a month where you need to be flowing with the change. Go with the mutable energy that is there. We have mutable signs like Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, which are all urging you to free flow. It's a month wherein if you have been experiencing challenges in a certain part of your life, be it your work, your relationships, or you could just be feeling stuck or stagnant in a certain space in your life, this is the time to stop resisting and just to take that leap of faith. We're beginning the month with Mercury, that is retrograde. And like the usual Mercury retrograde drill, not a great time to be buying expensive electronic equipment, not a great time to be traveling, and also not a great time to be picking up a new job or starting any kind of a new negotiations. It is, however, a brilliant time to be revising, retweaking, relooking at things that may require attention. It is also a wonderful time for research. However, on the 6th, we have Mercury that is going direct in your house of friendships. And it's a wonderful time wherein that you could be getting together with groups of people who think alike, who have similar goals, similar desires, similar passions, and you could be either collaborating or it could be simply a passion as well. So if you're fond of mountaineering, or if you've just discovered your newfound passion for cycling, you could in all probability be joining that group. Besides it, it also speaks of a need to share, a need to be a part of a larger group, a larger part of a circle. You could see in your life as of now that friends from whether they're acquaintances who turn into friends or people whom you meet through networking, there's just a lovely supportive energy around you that is there. So go out and network, and for those of you who have an online or a digital presence, it's a wonderful time for you to be putting your work out there and have it appreciated. We have also a full moon that is there. And the full moon is there in your house of work and your day-to-day chores, and it's signifying kind of an acceptance even as far as your health is concerned. Maybe you know that you need to be really getting into shape, you need to be eating healthy, you need to be following a disciplined routine. Librans, even though you fluctuate a lot, you take quite a while to decide, but use this entire energy of change, especially, like I said, this mutable energy and this full moon energy to complete something, accept something, let it go, and begin and start afresh with something new. We have Mars that is there in your house of behind the scenes, and Mars is not too happy being in this really quiet house because it's a house of introspection, it's a house where we go and recharge our emotional batteries. And Mars could bring about some unsorted issues from the past. It could be psychological. For some of you, it could be maybe an old wound surfaces, and it's a time to be really healing it. For some of you, it can be that healing has been done. It could be something really from the past, some hurt, and finally you can look at it bravely in the face and say, I'm quite done with it. I've been there. It no longer hurts. I'm sorted in my head, and I have come to not just terms, but I'm at peace with it. I think a lot of times when unresolved issues tend to come up on surface, and especially, like I said, with Mars is there, Mars tends to bring about that restlessness and also some amount of aggression. It can make you feel slightly in a space as to a sense of unfairness, and why is it that life has dealt me this card? Why is there so much of unfairness in my life, and I've been fair and I've been just all throughout. But use of full moon energy to close that chapter of your life and move ahead, and also let it rest. Let it rest for good. You also still have Uranus that is there in your house of relationships and marriage and carries on being there till 2017. So a lot of you have been facing a turbulent relationship. Either your marriage has been chaotic, or there's been absolutely a sense of not knowing what's happening. There's so much of suddenness, and there's not a sense of stability or anchoring which you so deeply desire. Use this full moon energy to at least calm if there are some relationship issues that are there which have been and like I said, they carry on unfortunately being there. There's still lessons to be learned, and there's still 2 more years Uranus is going to be there. Use this energy to close certain old wounds. Let past rest, let past wounds go with this entire mutable full moon energy. And also, like I said, with Uranus bringing around stuff and making it unpredictable and just generally making you feel quite restless. Look at it with gentleness. Be in a space that you recognize it, you accept it, you embrace it, and then you release it. On the 20th, we have a full moon again in your house of behind the scenes. And this is a lot of focus is there on your behind the scenes, your introspection, your house of psyche. It's a place where you go and recharge your emotional batteries, because now you're just completely working on the inner self before you get ready for your birthday month. And before you reach over there, before you start focusing on yourself when your birthday in October comes, there is this entire inner self work that you're being made to do with this house of behind the scenes. Whether they are issues from the past, whether they are issues from your childhood, whether they are hurts, whether justified or not justified. I mean, it's a great time to be seeking therapy. It's a great time to be being gentle, meditating, being with yourself, praying. It's a wonderful time to be reading, writing. I think writing is very therapeutic. Don't worry as to whether what you're writing is gets critical appreciation or not. Write for yourself, maintain a journal, ensure that you're purging in a way in which you can sort of release it, and release it in a very gentle way. It doesn't have to be I don't want to deal with this, or I don't want to look at it. Before we reach October, this entire work at the deeper consciousness and the deeper mind and the bottom of your soul, this entire rehaul that is happening. Hence, there's a lot of focus that is going on it's more of a sifting through process that is going on in your psyche. So take time, don't be in a rush. There is you literally have to sort of treat yourself with a lot of love, have a lot of self-love. I think we in our own eyes stay unforgiven. So this month, be gentle on yourself, forgive yourself. It's all right. If we knew better, we would have at particular points of our life and time, we would have taken different decisions. But we normally do what we can to the best of our knowledge at that particular time and space. So be gentle with yourself and forgive yourself. We also have Sun on the 23rd, and that is moving into your first house, and that's wonderful because Jupiter is there already. Jupiter has been with you in your house of self for an entire year, and now on 22nd of October, Jupiter is going to be moving houses again. It's going to be moving to your house of money. So on 23rd, there is again a lot of focus on it's coming back to you. It's coming back all about yourself. What is it that makes you happy? What is it that drives you? What is it that you want? What is it that you want to create for yourself, Librans? It's not just about seeking happiness. It's not even just seeking that right partner and hoping and wishing that when we get that right partner or when we get that right job, our lives will get enhanced, or the void will go away from our lives. why don't you think about, or why don't you work on creating something for yourself? Create something, let it be small, but create something beautiful, something that you are passionate about, something which will last, and work hard on it. Make an effort for your happiness. I firmly believe that sadness is it's very lazy. It's very easy to be sad, and happiness requires a lot of hard work. So keep that in mind this month. Allow the change of the equinox to take you along. Just let go of the past, make space for the new, and take a leap of faith. You never know what the universe is going to be having in store for you. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.